J. Roos Theory. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe. If you want to donate to the page, the Cash App is JRoos33. On with the business. I'm watching Married at First Sight Australia, and apparently the show took place in 2019, but we're just now getting it here in the States. And Ines and Bronson. Ines, what's up with you, homegirl? How you gonna do my boy Bronson like that? This dude is just calm, cool, trying to work it out. And she's putting on a front, making him food, and he comes over because they're staying in separate rooms and they eat together. And he's thinking, yeah, see, she's pretty cool. Meantime, she's just plotting. She's just trying to stay on the show so she can be with Sam, Elizabeth's husband. And this dude's over there with Ines just all up in her face. They're just flirting like they ain't never seen the opposite sex or something. I'm like, dude, what are you doing in her room? I mean, the cameras are in there and they're going to show everything. This is not a good look, man. Why flirt with temptation? What are you doing? What's the gain from this? Apparently, the show hooked up the wrong people because these two just can't get enough of each other. He's her type and she's his type. Too late, though. You're married. And he's in bed with Elizabeth and he kissed her and she kissed him and he didn't like it. And he wakes up or something and she's gone. And they have their little ceremony where all the couples get together again. And she doesn't even show up this time. So I don't know if she found something out. He said something about he rejected her in bed or something. I was thinking, yeah, that might make her jet. And yeah. Ines is a trip, though. I mean, Ines and Sam are a trip. At this little ceremony, he comes in again. He likes to come in late, like, he's trying to, make a grand entrance. He has to come in late for some reason, like he didn't know what time the ceremony was scheduled. So he comes in late, and Ines is trying to play it cool. She gets all fixed up in this white outfit and her black high heels. Seems like her heart is blacker than her heels. Anyway, he walks over to this other wife trying to, I guess, play cool like he's just not interested in Ines. And then he works his way to Ines. And they have their own code words. Like cupcake means they want to go elsewhere and separate. And so the matchmakers are watching all this on camera, and all the couples, I don't think they know that they're on, well, they don't know they're on camera as far as I know. And they're watching this and they're like, what's up with this cupcake? Why do they keep saying cupcake? And so he keeps telling Ines cupcake, and she's like, well, I'm not always in the mood for a cupcake. I'm like, is she turning them down all of a sudden? But no, they separate. They go to the next room. They start flirting as usual. They need to go take a cold shower or something. Not together, apparently. Obviously, not together. Anyway, they're like, should we go back in there? I guess they think it's going to look too obvious, and they both decide, we need to pick stay next time we meet with the doctors. We need to pick stay, I guess they're thinking, so we can stay on the show and keep cheating behind our spouses' backs. And this is too much. When Elizabeth finds this out, I know she's this is going to be on and popping. And she found something out, or she just left because she felt rejected. But the show's getting crazier and crazier. And poor Bronson, man, he's thinking things are going in the right direction. I don't know how he missed his wife sitting right there talking to Sam the whole night. I don't know how he missed that. I mean, a red flag should have gone up like, hey, these two seem like they're getting kind of cozy, I was hoping he was going to walk in when Sam was in Ines' room and just clock this dude real good. It's a mess. And then the guy that came on the show that was a virgin, he finds out his wife's a freak and he's not attracted to her. can you blame him? This woman's into all kind of weird stuff. He's like, I didn't sign up for this. But then he's telling everybody at the conference, he's telling them that he's not attracted to her. She's right down there listening, like, oh, really? And then she meets with him, like, you couldn't have just told me. He tells everybody at the dinner that he's not attracted to her. I'm like, wow, that's pretty ruthless. But he's just sitting there and people could tell something was wrong with him. He's just like in his own head. I don't know. It's hard to match people nowadays. You never know. Certain people look good on paper and then you put them together and they're polar opposites. Some people might look opposite on paper, then they get together and they work out perfect. It's hard to tell. It's like sports. A good team could get blasted by a sorry team week to week. You never know. A good fighter could get knocked out by a sorry fighter. Let me know what you guys think of this season of Married at First Sight, Australia. This has been the J. Roos Theory. Thank you for watching and be fearless as usual. Yay, yay.